Hello listeners, in this video I wish to talk about money and why I think people have the wrong idea about it. This is because a lot of people I've talked to have always said how they have more money than I do. While this may be true, it's easy for me to notice they are lacking things besides money. What you need to realize is that as long as you have a roof over your head and food on the table, you are doing better than most of the world. Money is material and can be lost at any time. It would be wise to keep that in mind as you spend money so you don't lose the basics. I think that some people who have a lot of money forget this and many other things. I had an encounter with one such person recently. He was talking about how his portfolio was bigger than mine. They called me poor for going to community college. I immediately asked, besides money, what else makes you happy in life? They told me that philosophy is beneath them and refused to answer the question. It does not take philosophy to answer a question such as that. If you are unable to answer a question like that, I highly recommend that you think about it because you can spend all the money you have and not be happy. Part of happiness is discovering who you are. If you can't make peace with life and learn what makes your life better, you will not get anywhere. What makes me happy is a life in service to others. I chose to give up any chance of making money to help others. I do this because I want to and because of the things I have seen or experienced in my life. I have seen conditions so poor that people are living in rubble or ruined buildings. There's children in some parts of the world walking around with a gun on the street. This is the reality of the world despite our advancements. If I can in some way help fix this problem, then that is worth it to me. When I mention things such as this, people ask me if I have been in a war zone or how do you help. I have not been in a war zone. It does not take war zone conditions to see what I am mentioning. There is many ways to help. I do not have the luxury of traveling halfway across the world these days. I help by giving my technical expertise, my philosophy, knowledge, and ideas to those who make that journey. I am attempting to do the same with this video blog. I would like to enrich your lives by sharing my philosophy, knowledge, and life experience. I want to also show you that you can learn something from others no matter the age. I am doing this because when I'm gone, I want others to have the amazing life that I did. I would like to end this video by returning to the community college subject. There are three people that I attribute my success to in criminal justice. One is the family friend I mentioned in the introduction, and the other two are Michael and Diane. The family friend taught me to defend myself and others. Michael and Diane were my criminal justice professors. They are the reason I say that you do not need to spend thousands to receive a good education. Most of my classes were with Michael, however, I still learned a lot from Diane. Michael, at the time I was taking these classes, was working as a teacher, and also worked at the police department. A lot of what he taught in the class was not in the book. He told us a lot of stories from his time in law enforcement, showed us a lot of old police cases, videos, and photos. I think his goal was to show us what our future jobs would be like so we could prepare ourselves. Whatever his goals were, he inspired me to continue on my path to becoming part of law enforcement. This path was full of danger and forced me to change myself. It was a good change. I was given the knowledge and training to do more for others. I am not afraid to defend others or give my life to save another. To my teachers, I can't thank you enough. My blog or I would have not made it this far without you. You gave me a passion to pursue in life. I commend you all for doing your part to help others. Your help went above and beyond your job. I will not forget you as long as I'm able. Thank you for listening.